According to leaks, Lenovo's upcoming Legion Go handheld will be unveiled on September 1st, only 20 days before Earth, Wind & Fire's favorite day. I'm James Shibe, this is TechLinked, and this handheld was first teased a month ago when Windows Central reported on rumors of its existence. Then, Windows Report leaked what appeared to be the first images of the console, showing off removable controllers, a feature that could finally spur Nintendo into releasing the Switch Pro, not to compete with the Legion Go, but to sue Lenovo.
They're bad people.
Windows Report now claims to have received official press release documents from an anonymous tipster that includes prices and specs. For $800, you'll get an 8.8-inch QHD Plus display with 144Hz refresh rate, LPDDR5X RAM that's faster than both the Steam Deck and the ROG Allies, and Hall effect joysticks. Rejoice. The specs also imply that there will be multiple models based on 3 listed storage options, and the device's processor being up to an AMD Ryzen Z1 Extreme. When we asked people who had already bought a Steam Deck or an Ally for comment, they said, "Weep, sorrow, and woe. Too huge for mortal tongue or pen of scribe. I just got my Steam Deck a week ago. This sucks." American telecom CenturyLink has been accused of ignoring customers' issues that lead to many, often old, people having no internet access. 86-year-old Helen Marie Plourde of Minnesota had no internet or phone service for over a month because CenturyLink no-showed for multiple scheduled service appointments.
She's not that old.
But like, if she falls? But wouldn't you know it, one single email from Ars Technica and the issue was fixed the next day. This, of course, is not an isolated incident. Just last week, several senior residents of Omaha, Nebraska reached out to a local NBC news affiliate to have their voices heard. One 93-year-old couldn't go home after her release from stroke rehab because her home's life alert system is connected to a dead CenturyLink phone line. And you may not believe this, but nonagenarian stroke victims occasionally need to send alerts about their life.
Sometimes too many.
In some cases, they were even charging customers for services that didn't work and would only credit their accounts once service had been restored. But screwing over paying customers isn't enough for CenturyLink, because after the city of Bountiful, Utah, yes, that Bountiful, wanted to fund and build a city-owned fiber internet network, CenturyLink and fellow hell-based corporation Comcast tried to stop it by astroturfing as the Utah Taxpayers Association. Fortunately, CenturyLink screwed that up too.
When they suck in a good way.
India's space agency, the ISRO, has successfully sent back video and images from the moon after last week's successful landing of the Chandrayaan-3 lunar module. Like the US before them, they're really milking this success for all it's worth.
We get it.
The ISRO's official account tweeted video of the moon's surface as the lander touched down on the moon's south pole. There's also several videos of the lunar module deploying its ramp and the Pragyan rover carefully disembarking onto the surface like a cat that's encountering snow for the first time, accompanied by incredibly inspirational non-copyrighted music. The ISRO also posted a video labeled "Pragyan rover roams around Shiv Shakti Point in pursuit of lunar secrets," which looks a bit like Pragyan rover rolls forward a couple of meters. But you know what? They made it to the moon and already completed 2 of their 3 objectives. Congratulations, India, you crushed it. Welcome to the Moon Club. It's very cold in here.
We haven't been to the moon.
But we did the arm on the
We're basically
ISS.
America.
We're cool.
Now it's time for Quick Bits, brought to you by Solidworks, provider of all the digital tools that makers, hobbyists, and tinkerers need to make anything they can imagine in their big, beautiful, creative brains. Ooh, I wish I could see one. The new 3D experience Solidworks for makers includes cloud-connected tools for designing, fabricating, rendering, and more, along with free access to online support and an active community to share your stuff with other like-minded makers. 3D experience Solidworks for makers is not for commercial use and is limited to 2,000 USD profit per year. Right now, Solidworks is giving our audience 20% off the usual $99 yearly subscription, so check them out at the link below.
Our secret for the crispiest quick bits? Lean in and I'll tell you. It's an unnamed group of Whitehat hackers have infiltrated a Brazilian spyware firm and deleted the information of over 75,000 victims, preventing any more of their information from being stolen. The spyware service, called Web Detetive, because apparently that's how you spell detective in Portuguese, advertises itself as allowing complete access to a compromised device. So governments, blackmailers, and your average old run-of-the-mill stalker can eavesdrop on phone calls and track the location of their victim, all for less than a cup of coffee. Wow, I never knew being a complete monster could be so cheap and convenient.
Doesn't cost anything to slap a baby.
Apple might be revamping the iPad Pro to fix the device's sluggish sales, or at least that's what Mark Gurman determined. We need a U in there. Apparently there are 4 upcoming models that will be the first to feature OLED screens and M3 chips. The sizes will range from 11 to 13 inches, which is slightly larger than the current largest model. Apple is also revamping their Magic Keyboard by increasing the trackpad size and making it more laptop-like. I said those things weird for no reason. Probably so Riley can keep complaining about how he doesn't understand the purpose of the iPad.
I'm the only one who does understand it. What?
What's a computer? Google appears to be partnering with Garmin, not Mark Gurman, to integrate their satellite SOS feature into Google Messages. This would allow users to text emergency services from remote areas without conventional call service, thereby ending every teen slasher movie before it could even begin. It's not clear how much the new, potentially life-saving service will cost, but Garmin, not Gurman's, current system requires a $15 per month subscription on a Garmin device. Apple launched a similar, currently free SOS service for the iPhone 14 last year, so at least the iOS-loving elite could avoid dying alone and unmourned in the uncaring wilderness.
Mark Garman knows where you are.
Asus's compact Zenfone 10 might be the last Zenfone ever, damn it, when it launches in the US on September 19th. Disappointing the apparently dozens of people, there's lots of us, who prefer phones that can be used with one hand.
Yeah, you say that.
This information comes from the far too literally named Taiwanese tech news site, Tech News, who says Asus will be discontinuing the Zenfone line in favor of making more beefy ROG gaming phones. Why? Small phone lovers, I'm sorry, but you must accept that you have lost. Now put the TV in your pocket.
Get it in there.
And Chinese graphics card manufacturer Maxsun felt Nvidia's RTX 4090 graphics card didn't have enough fans on launch, so they decided to make more. The company's GeForce RTX 4090 MGG, or Mega Gamer, has 5 fans with 2 extras near the top of the card. This really isn't the worst name they've used before, having released their GTX 1650 Transformers car, and even tempting the fast food clown with the Maxsun RTX 3060 Big Mac. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, it's trademark theft. And you should come back and steal another episode of our trademark tech-linked episodes this Wednesday, where there will be no clowns. I promise. They're scary.
Now I think there's gonna be clowns. Why would you? There's not, but